Please stay standing as the high school choir members lead us in the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. Over to the band and choir, we appreciate you helping us out to be able to fun. I'm Karen Sheehan, and I welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Greene County High School class of 2024. We appreciate everyone's flexibility as we made a change in our location. Over my years in education, if I have learned anything, Mother Nature can be about as predictable as human behavior. So thank you, and I'm glad we're able to enjoy some air conditioning and lack of wind and storms. I have some very special introductions to make and people here with us today. To start, I would like to ask all past, present, military, first responders, law enforcement to please stand and be recognized for your service. Finishing a great second year here at Greene County Schools, our superintendent, Brett Abbott. School board members, Cindy Dobendek and board president, Bonnie Silba. I'd like to introduce our activities director, Mr. Dave Wright. The school counseling department, Mrs. Allison Wink and Miss Emily Gannon, who are here today. And senior sponsors who coordinated the commencement, Mrs. Crystal Creighton and Allison Wink. I'd like to take a moment to applaud the incredible teachers among us today whose unwavering dedication and passion have guided and encouraged these graduates to reach this milestone. Please join me in thanking all the current, retired, and substitute teachers. The Greene County Community School District has a tradition of having the senior class president share a message of encouragement and reflection with their classmates. Gavin Vanderlinden will be addressing his class, and the son of Mark and Wendy Vanderlinden. Gavin, please come forward.
Before I address the class, I'd like to thank a few people on behalf of the class of 2024. Thank you, teachers and staff, for going above and beyond and investing in our lives over the years. And thank you to our parents and families for being supportive of us as we reached this point. We truly could not have done it without you. I don't quite feel qualified to give this speech. My credentials for it include being student council president, for which I ran unopposed. This concludes my list of credentials. I'm not sure why I'm giving a speech where I'm supposed to give advice to the graduating class, because I'm also part of the graduating class. I need the advice just as much as you do, but I'll do my best anyways. Living in Greene County isn't always filled with a lot going on beyond corn, a few houses, more corn, a handful of local businesses, and a big cement bell tower in the middle of town. When Floyd Mahaney built the bell tower, it was perceived as a pompous monument to himself, but it has become a landmark in our community. Whether you've taken a field trip or visited the tower or not, it is a beacon that rises above the other buildings in the community, and I believe it can serve as a reminder to us as Greene County graduates to rise above as we leave high school and move into our next steps. As we move into our next chapter of life, I hope that we are people who rise above our circumstances. Many of us have gone through difficulties already in our life. For some of us, those difficulties have included things like finishing government or getting to school on time each day. For others, those challenges have been much larger. We don't know what our futures hold, but we can anticipate challenges to come our way. Nelson Mandela once said, "Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do." It is my hope that we are people who continue to rise above these challenges through our dedication and passion. As graduates of Greene County, we can be people who rise above by going above and beyond what is expected. For those going on to college, this might mean taking challenging classes, working hard to succeed academically, and looking for ways to increase our knowledge. For those entering the workforce or taking another pathway, rising above could include taking initiative and being the best employees possible. Going that extra mile matters, no matter how big or small it is. It isn't always hard, but when it is, it shows who you really are. Finally, we can rise above in the ways that we treat others. Whether we're heading to a classroom, a job, the military, or anywhere else, we can rise above by treating others better than they may deserve. Showing respect, kindness, and empathy will set us apart from others. Through this, we can rise above and set ourselves apart through our interactions. Jefferson in Greene County may be known for the tower that rises above everything else in the center of town. As the Greene County High School class of 2024, we too can be known for the way we rise above and go on to do great things. Thank you all for your hard work so far, and as we move forward, may the force be with you, always.
Thank you, Gavin. Seniors, you get a farewell from me also, because I would be remiss not to take a few moments to address you, considering the journey many of us have been on together the last 12 years. Some of you may have heard this interesting tale of the class that couldn't get rid of Mrs. Shannon. In the fall of 2012, I returned to teaching in the first grade classroom for a one-year position. At that time, it was Jefferson Scranton Elementary, now Greene County Elementary. I had 23 of you in my classroom, and I was just as nervous as you were about being in first grade, considering I had taught middle school prior. A retirement in second grade the next year allowed me to move into a more permanent position in the district, and the question began, how long will she follow us? The question would keep popping up over the next several years as I moved to third grade with you also. So we'd done first and second and third grade together. I even had some of you in class 2 of those 3 years. You went on to intermediate building in Grand Junction, and I stayed there at the elementary. We thought that was it for our time together. I loved teaching third grade and likely could have made my career there and been happy. But I had gone back to school to get my master's in counseling, and I was given the opportunity to be a middle school counselor at Greene County Middle School. So it was August of 2018, and the question pops up yet again about me following you. My first day as counselor at Greene County Middle School, you were starting 7th grade. What should have been an exciting beginning to your true middle school experience, and mine as a school counselor, was a day of loss. Your friend and classmate Landon Martin passed away that morning after a courageous fight against cancer. We navigated it. You grew up quicker than planned. I led a building through a tragedy. We persevered, learned a lot about friendship, life, and loss. I was thankful for the relationships I had with so many of you from our years together in elementary. You went on to high school, and I stayed at the middle school. And you thought you had your answer to the question. Not so fast. Enter August 2023. You were ready to start your senior year, and I am here again in your building. I'm curious if any of you have wondered if I'm going to follow you to college or work. It has been a joy to get to know you all over again as young adults this school year as your principal, and it's also been wonderful to get to know those of you who joined the class more recently. Back in 2012, none of us would have dreamed that we would be standing here together like this today. During this journey from first grade to senior year, we have persevered where things were hard. We've taken chances, we've continued to learn, experienced new things, and formed relationships. The same is true for each of you in the next 12 years and beyond. You can't predict where life will take you, but I encourage you to think about the journey that we had and as you begin the next chapter. And I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I do want to break it to you. In the next chapter, there will be a lot less awards, medals, plaques, certificates, and podiums to stand on. It just doesn't happen as much in adult life. But there will be plenty of opportunities for you to be first. I challenge you to be first to show kindness and respect to others, to be first to show up for work or class. Be the first to go the extra mile. Be the first to do something for someone unprompted. Be the first to check in on a friend or family member that you haven't heard from in a while. Be the first to do the right thing. If you spend the next chapters of your life doing these things first, you will be remembered much more clearly than any award or plaque you received the last 4 years. If you do these things first, you never know what opportunities may come your way, just like we didn't know about these last 12 years. You have your answer. I stopped following you today, here, but I will never stop supporting or believing in you. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you had a front row seat to watch you grow up. Remember, work hard, persevere, develop good friendships and relationships with good people, and be first. You never know what opportunity may present itself. Congratulations, 2024. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce our guest speaker. Tim Bardole grew up in rural Rippey, Iowa, and graduated from East Greene High School in 1986. He attended Iowa State University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture Studies and Farm Operations. He then returned to Greene County as he has farmed for 34 years on the 123-year-old family farm. Tim feels a great responsibility to care for our land and our community. He fulfills this responsibility as the director and past president of the Iowa Soybean Association, serving on the World Initiative and Soy and Human Health Committee, and director of the Soy Nutritional Institute Global. Through these organizations, Tim has traveled to 22 countries around the world to promote U.S. soy. He has been in countries in Europe, North Africa, Middle East, South America, Asia, and countries in the South Pacific region. While promoting U.S. soy and the American farmer, he has spoken at large conferences in Dubai and Bangkok. He has spoken with hundreds of individuals as he visited their farms and businesses around the world, as well as hosted international trade teams at his rural farm in Rippey. Tim was a 16-year school board member for the East Greene Community School District and coached football there for 20 years. Tim is married to his wife, Lori, and they have 3 grown children and 3 grandchildren. Please welcome Tim Bardole to the podium.
Well, I have talked a lot of places, but very few of them where everybody speaks English. Usually it's through an interpreter, so if I say something stupid, I can just blame it on the interpreter. But first of all, congratulations to the graduates and your families. You know, this is a big milestone, especially at this point in your lives, but I guarantee you, as life goes on, there's a lot bigger, more important things going to happen to you, much more rewarding than this. As I think about you guys graduating, it reminds me of a saying that one of my dad's professors told him at Iowa State when he was in college. And that statement was, "The world is run by the people who show up." And by showing up, it doesn't mean showing up for class or showing up for your job on time. It's doing the little bit extra. 3 of my passions in life have been football, my kids, and agriculture. After playing football in college, I wasn't quite done, so I thought I'd coach for a few years, which ended up being 20 years. When I was 30, somebody asked me to run for school board. I thought they were crazy. For one, I wasn't old enough, but I said, yeah, I can put my name in, and ended up on the school board for 16 years, and had the great honor of handing each one of my 3 kids their diploma, which was a very rewarding end to my school board career. A few years after I was both off the school board and done coaching, somebody came to me and asked if I would be willing to put my name in to run for a director for the Iowa Soybean Association. And I said I would, and got elected. It's just one of the times that I decided I'd show up. I'm passionate about agriculture. Soybeans are a fantastic crop, a lot of uses around the world. So I started my Soybean Association and joint committees career at that point, I guess. By saying I'd do it and showing up, I've had a lot of experiences that I consider once in a lifetime. Maybe, in you guys' future, you'll, I'm sure, do a lot more than what I've done. But a few of the things that I've been able to experience. I was asked to the White House and stood behind the president when he signed the last farm bill. That was a place I didn't think I'd ever be, especially ever asked to be. And it really brought home the work that we do in the Soybean Association for the farmers and the ag community. One of the other opportunities that I've had just by being willing to show up is traveling to other countries. It's something I really didn't think I ever wanted to do, and I always dread going, but when I get home, it's rewarding. A few of the things that I have seen and I guess recognized that I've heard. One is that half the world lives on under $10 a day. And I've been to places in the Philippines, Cambodia, Thailand, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and it is obvious that that's the way it is. But in talking to these people, it isn't because of their lack of intelligence. They're very smart. They're as hard or harder working than anybody I know, with a lot of abilities. And the only thing that has put them in the position they are is where they were born. So whenever I come home, I am very thankful for being born in the United States, which all of you should too. Living in the U.S. is so much different. You have free time, you have excess, where other places they hope to get enough to feed their families. One of the other experiences I had was traveling from Beijing to Shanghai in China on a high-speed train. It is very interesting traveling at 200 miles an hour across the countryside, and it is terrifying when you meet another train going 200 miles an hour the other direction. It is very loud and shakes the whole train. But seeing the countryside, and on that train, we had a lunch served to us. And it was just like a old-fashioned TV dinner where you pull off the saran wrap. And I was hungry and looked at it. Wasn't sure what I was eating. Took a bite of one thing and wished I wouldn't have. And asked the interpreter what it was, and they said sea slug. And if you wonder what sea slug tastes like, it's exactly what you think it would taste like. It was horrible. So if you get served sea slug, just graciously turn it down, I guess. A few of the other things, real quick, that is just baffling to me how people do it. In Cambodia, we were at a village. This village was all the houses were on stilts, 20 feet off the ground, which seemed very odd. In talking to one of the fishermen there and fish farmers, the reason their village is that high is we're there in the dry season. In the rainy season, the water's about a foot below the floors of the house. So here these families are raising young kids. It kind of gave me a heart attack when one of my kids had run towards the street when we were in town. Here they're surrounded by water. And you're really all through the third world and the poor nations. That's the kind of stuff that they're living with. So what I'd like to tell you graduates is I've shown up with what I was passionate about. As you guys go through your rest of education or your careers, you all will have things you're very passionate about, whether it be church, sports, communities. Spend the time, donate your time and your abilities for the good. And remember that the world is ran by the people who show up. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. At this time, we are going to recognize Student Achievement and Honors. Cody Stevenson, will you please come to the stage as salutatorian of the class of 2024? Cody is the son of Ricky and Caitlin Stevenson. Throughout the last 4 years, Cody has been involved with Interact Club, Knowledge Bowl, and TAG. Cody was the co-founder and president of the Future Business Leaders of America and Treasurer and Greenhouse Committee co-chair in FFA. Cody was also vice president of the STEM Club. He challenged himself by taking over 40 college credits through Early Bird and Iowa Central Community College during high school. Outside of school, Cody has been an active member of the Greenbrier 4-H Club and Young Leaders. He shows sheep and poultry. Cody's favorite high school memories were at Friday night football games. His future plans include attending the University of Iowa, where he will major in actuarial science. Please join me in congratulating once again Cody Stevenson. Next, I'd like to invite Nathan Bainey to the stage as valedictorian of the class of 2022. Nathan is the son of Carl and Allison Bainey. During his high school career, he has been involved in football, soccer, golf, basketball, and track. He is a member of the National Honor Society and served as treasurer and president of the Interact Club. Nathan was a member of the Leadership Council as well and participated in faith formation at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Nathan's favorite school memories were winning a penalty shootout in a soccer game his freshman year, allowing them to advance to state. He also enjoyed his senior year homecoming. Nathan's future plans include attending Upper Iowa University to kick on the football team and study pre-med. Please help me congratulate again valedictorian Nathan Bates. Next, I will be defining various types of distinction. Seniors, pay attention to what you're wearing and your cords and the things that are on you. And as I read yours, I'm going to have you stand and turn and face out, okay? So they can see you. And audience, I'll have you please hold your applaud till the very end. Students wearing green cords. That's you. Anyone with a green cord? Please turn and face, there you go. Have accumulated 200 hours of community service. Those wearing a solid red cord are blood donors of distinction, having donated a minimum of 3 times during their high school career. Students with a white stole are members of the National Honor Society. Students wearing a blue and yellow cord have been members of FFA for 3 or more years and have a 3.5 GPA or higher. Students wearing a solid blue cord have completed at least 1 career pathway in the Greene County Career Academy. A red, white, and blue cord demonstrates a graduate has completed at least 6 credits in a career and technical education program. Graduates with a blue and white cord are members of IJAG. Graduates wearing medals are receiving the seal of biliteracy. Gold cords symbolize the achievement of scholastic honors. The student must have a 4-year GPA of at least 3.5. I would now like Logan Butler and Paul Parnell to stand and face the crowd if you aren't already. These 2 young men are entering basic training, preparing to serve their country. Please join me in congratulating all of these graduates on their achievements. Seniors, you may be seated. Superintendent Abbots and Board President Silva, please stand. On behalf of the faculty administration, these candidates have met or exceeded the requirements set by the state of Iowa and School Board of Greene County Community Schools. It is my privilege and honor to present to you the Greene County High School class of 2024 for graduation. First row, please rise and line up. Emma Noel Acton. Cody John Allen. Colby Clifford Angel. Nathan Lee Osberger. Bryce Stephen Ball. Catherine Rosemary Beeman. Nathan James Bainey. Logan James Bellinghausen. Seth Michael Bellinghausen. Michaela Elizabeth Betts. Ezekiel Troy Binkley. Alexander J. Blosnitz. Carly Lynn Breheny. Logan William Butler. Landon Gerald Karstens. Lane Everett Karstens. Carson Jonathan Cerveny. Jordan William Serwick. Ethan Michael Coyle. Gracie Ann Cookland. Noah Paul Cornell. Brayton Michael Kraus. Audrey Carolyn Delp. Gabe Riley Ebersol. Carter Allen Betcher. Colton James Finley. Manuel Flores Vasquez. Dakota Rain Foster. Austin Kayleen Funky. Addison Adeline Gallagher. Peyton Michelle Grow. Hesser No Gutierrez Aguilera. Joel Guzman. Brock Aiden Heyman. Jack Patrick Hansen. Grace Elizabeth Hardaway. Trinity Isabel Hart. Gavin Wade Helmentaler Baugh. Sarah Julia Haste. Lily Rayanne Highnote. Olivia Christine Hoyt. Sophie Mo Johansson. Kathy Marie Knight. Ellie Mae Nippers. Austin Lance Lacey. Rylan James Larson. Alexandra Leanne Lawson. Kirian Yaritza Leon Alvarado. Meadow Liliana Losi. Joel Thomas McAndrews. Madeline Marie McCarthy. Alana Rose Menz. Lane Robert Miller Schwabeck. Dylan Michael Mitchell. Eli Gordon Jongwoo Moore. Hallie Grace Monty. Georgia Joe Osterson. Paul Walter Parnell. Ava Rose Henson Parrott. Ty Augustus Prescott. Ariana Justice Rank. Catherine Selena Renoza. Joellen Luna Rose Rowe. Michael Robert Rumley. Brinley Keenan Joseph Rosiska. Gavin Richard Sharman. Ava Louise Schilling. Trey Donald Schilling. Savannah Lee Shell. Harley Marie Smith. Haley Jean Stalder. Cody Flynn Stevenson. Brady James Stevens. Daniel Dean Strawn. Hayden Allen Bernard Thornton. Stiles Lee Trong Harrison. Jackson William Turner. Esther Caroline Van Horn. Gavin Charles Vanderlinden. Sadie Nicole Voss. Kristen Ann Wales. Skylar Morgan Warnke. Jace Benjamin Wilson. Shaylin Elaine Woodley. Jonathan Thomas Wright. William David Wright. Seniors, please stand. Before I have you turn around and face your families and friends, I want you to notice the flower you're holding. You would not be here today without the support, encouragement, and love from people around you. As you exit here today, I invite you to hand this flower to someone who helped get you here. It can be a parent, a family member, a teacher, whoever you choose. Give them a hug if you're so inclined. I know they would appreciate it, even if you don't as much. Thank them for the role they played in you getting here today. Senior, please turn and face the audience. Move your tassel to the other side of your hat. Congratulations to the alumni of Greene County High School, class of 2024. Please stand.